it's not working.
Showing online here.
Okay.
Tell them check again. Refresh.
Refresh and check again. I'm sorry, you guys. Refresh and check again because it's showing that we're on live stream here. So check again. So you said that you just desired to be with the man.
Right.
So how long did it take for you to? When was your first actual relationship?
With the male?
Mm-hmm.
I'll say 16.
2016.
Mm-hmm.
So before then, you just dibbled and dabbled.
No, I'm sorry, 2006. I'm sorry.
2006 was
yeah.
your first relationship.
Experience, actually, like, wanting to do it on my own.
Okay.
You
It
know.
was 2006.
Yeah.
Okay. So could you explain to us what was different besides it was something that you were used to because it was done to you and you became accustomed to it? But what is the difference between the male feel and the female feel?
To me, it was the excitement. Because most of the time, it'd be a lot of download men.
Okay.
A lot.
Okay.
And there's a lot in Fredericksburg.
Okay. So is that what excited you? Like the men that will walk around and be act like they straight to
Right.
what we see
Right.
and what the public see, but the whole time that because they know that you are a gay male, they were after you.
Right.
So you so would you say that it excited you because you started getting attention,
Right.
and then it was done secretly
Right.
because they had a thing for you, but the whole time they would walk up the street with Susie,
Right.
but the whole time, you know, they want to meet Rudy around the corner.
Yeah, they eyeing me.
Right, and so
You know
that
what
was
I'm
the
saying?
excitement.
Of hitting me up on Facebook and inboxing, and you know, it's a lot of chat sites like Grindr, BGC, Adam for Adam. It's a lot of Jack. It's a lot of men they don't put their pictures on there.
Right.
And they meet you sometimes. I didn't been to women's house while they at work and had sex with their man.
Wow. Wow.
I don't know the women. I would never, if I know a female or I'm cool with a female, I would never mess with their male. I wouldn't do that. 'Cause
Right.
that's the respect that I
Yeah,
have.
for sure.
I
Right.
just couldn't do that.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's just nasty. And I would tell that woman, you know, your man is like this straight up. It's
Right.
not right.
Right. And that's cool, you know. But so your excitement and your attention, and would you say that you got more attention from males than you did females?
Yeah.
Okay. So that kind of what made you kind of be like, okay, well, I'm walking into me. So what happened to you to make you feel like, you know what, I'm not hiding no more. It is what it is. Because I've known you for years.
Right.
And at one time, I mean, of course, you know, because I've known you, we're cool.
Right.
You know, I'm like, okay, but he'll come out and say what he say when he get ready.
Right.
What happened to you to make you say, I don't care no more. I'm going to be who I am. I'm going to be Rudy.
Because it's just like, I gotta live my life for me.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever makes me happy.
Mm-hmm.
So if the next person don't like what I do, oh well. You're not living my life.
Right.
And you gotta deal with what I gotta deal with.
Right.
Straight up.
Right. And so what did that do for you once you decided to do that?
I just felt more comfortable knowing that my cousin that way. You know, she was the first person I told.
Okay.
You know, and it was just more of a relief because and then I told my Aunt Cookie, you know, I started telling my family. You know, so it just a more of it took a lot off my shoulders.
Let me ask you this. Because you felt that people was going to shy back from you and talk about you and look at you different, did people do that?
Yeah, and people still do it this day.
Right, but was it the people that you really thought was going to do that? Did they really be like...
I really thought my family would disown me.
And
I
did
really
they?
did.
Did they?
No, they didn't.
Exactly, so they embraced you.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Okay, well, we're going to go on over here to Sherry.
Hi.
So, for you, when did you realize that you were into women?
Young. I don't know. Probably like 10. I'll be honest, 10. I mean, at first I had desires, because I played sports.
Right.
So I would, doing that, I would catch little feelings. You know, we traveled and stuff like that. So I would start feeling feelings that I didn't understand. So probably, I'm going to say 10. 10,
Okay.
11, which is young, I was confused. But I thought that it would go away.
Okay. So for you, after you 10 or 11, like, okay, I think I have an attraction to girls.
Yeah.
When was the moment that you experienced something with a boy? Did you go through that phase where I think he cute? I want him to be my boyfriend.
I still go through that phase. If that makes sense. Like, if I see a guy and he's cute, I'm going to say, oh, he's cute. Me and my partner, we talk about it. We, oh, he's cute. Or, like, I have a Ghost. I think he's the finest thing ever from Power.
Right.
I still have an eye, but it's not an attraction.
You have an eye, but you don't have an infatuation
Exactly.
or feel
Right.
or comfort for a man.
Right. Yes, I feel like you have to try something to know that you don't like it.
For
Does
sure.
that make sense? Yeah. So
It does.
I've had an experience with the guy. It just wasn't for me.
Okay. Now, you being a gay woman,
Yeah.
a lesbian,
Mhm.
okay, and you don't do anything with the man.
No.
Nothing. You
Nope.
don't even dibble, dabble, play, nothing
Nope.
with the man.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So with you being like that, was it because something triggered you as a young woman? Or is it just, this is just who I am? Because a lot of people think that something got to happen.
Yes.
Or it's tragedy or, something like that might have happened to you.
For me, nothing happened. I don't think that there's nothing that said, oh, okay, this is why I'm like this. I don't know. I honestly think that you're born this way. And I think that that's, you know what I mean? A lot of people judge it, and, it's something that you can't fight. Because for a long time, when you hide it, people don't understand that what it has on you. Like, it has a really huge effect on who you are, how you move. I was angry. I think that I dealt with it being angry, fighting, or being bad, or not listening to my mom. That's how I dealt with it until I came out. Then when I came out, my family was like, okay, we already knew.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting here being angry about something that they already knew about. I just had to accept that. So I had to accept that myself.
Right.
And once I accepted that myself, I found out who I was. So that was kind of my turning point. But yeah.
So what would be your, question?
Yes.
And because you're in a female, like, you're engaged to be married.
Yes.
Okay. You're engaged to be married. So is there a male in your, because looking at you and your
exactly.
partner, looking at you
That's
and your
it.
partner,
That's a good question.
and I'm going to ask you that too, and I want the response from both of you guys. When you are in a same-sex relationship, and Sherry, I'm going to go with you first since I've been talking to you.
Okay.
Is there a male
No.
and a female, or is there two females and y'all just...
And this is the thing that bothers me. It
Okay.
doesn't, like, just because I dress like this, I'm still a female. I would never, ever, I think I made a stats about this other day. Maybe some people thought I was judging. I'm not judging anybody, but I don't feel the need. If I want to use a fake penis,
we could go all in.
okay, I can go. If I want to use a fake dildo, I might as well be with a man. Like, I just can't see myself putting one on and having intercourse with, because at that point it makes me the man, right? Because of the penetration, because of the body, because that's what you're doing. I like females. I don't want anybody, I don't want any male part or I don't want anything like that.
So if your girlfriend asks you, fiance asks you says, well, I want penetration, would you put it on then?
No. Because when I met her,
You discussed that?
we discussed this before. I just need, because
Okay.
I don't.
That's something that
just,
y'all
even
discussed.
if I was single, I couldn't date someone who's bisexual, because then at that point it's like, what if they just get tired of a female?
Right.
They're gonna have that desire if they're bisexual.
Right.
They're gonna have that desire. So I don't like. If
You
you're
deal with straight.
lesbians. That's
So is there a difference between bisexual and a lesbian? Because straight lesbian means no dick, no penis.
what do you mean? Is there a difference?
Okay, so like in your situation,
Okay.
you don't want a fake dick.
No.
Period. You don't want it in you. You don't want to wear it.
No.
You just not with it. So
No.
when you meet a female and she says, I'm straight lesbian, I don't want nothing but a woman. However, I do like the toys.
Okay.
Would that stop you from being in
Yes.
a relationship with her?
Yeah, because I'm not gonna put on a fake penis. That's just not me.
Okay.
Like, my appearance may look okay, tomboyish. She's the stud, or I hate labels. I'm me. Like, you know what I mean? If my fiance was on here, she could tell you I'm a full blown woman when we have intercourse. So there's everything that I do is women. It's like how a woman would do.
Except for the clothes and the makeup and the lipstick.
Yeah, everything. Like my appearance, of course, it looks like, okay, I'm the aggressive one, but I think that I can be. I mean, I'm really girly outside or inside, outside of what my appearance, and a lot of people don't see that.
So, in your relationship, who would you say that's more aggressive?
I think it's
because I know you.
I think it's equal.
Y'all are balanced out together.
Yeah, like
because a lot of people and me personally knowing you, I thought that you were the aggressor.
I did
my
too.
mom.
I think that you're the aggressor.
Can I ask you a question?
Who
proposed?
It was me.
And then when y'all get married, who gives who away?
I mean, it's just, to me, it's like an equal thing. Like
I know, but who's going to stand at the altar? Because we're
going to walk in at the same time.
So y'all two are walking each other down the aisle.
Well, she will have her parents. I'll have my parents. We'll walk in at the same time and meet. There's no.
Okay. You're educating us. So don't. We just want to know.
No, I'm just
saying. That's why you're here.
Yeah, definitely.
Because of course, in a regular marriage, I ain't gonna say regular because y'all are not different, but in a man and a woman marriage, the man is already at the altar and the father or brother, whoever, male figure in her life gives her away to their significant other. Right. So when it comes to your wedding, that piece doesn't exist.
No.
Okay.
No, Stephanie, I don't consider myself a stud. I don't like labels.
Okay. So with that being said, when y'all come in, y'all just gonna come in together, and that's kind of cool, and it's different. Like I have been to a same-sex wedding. It was 2 women.
Right.
I have been, but in their relationship, I think I'm going to assume because I never really asked because she dressed more like the dude piece, and the girlfriend that the reason why I was invited was through her. She was more the girly type. Right. So at their wedding, she was at the altar waiting for her to come down the aisle. So that's how y'all's are going to be a little different.
And I think that the biggest stereotype is that it has to be with 2 women or 2 men. It's a stereotype that it has to be one that's a female or that one a male. Same thing with men. I've met 2 men that were feminine that were together, or 2 men that were aggressive and that were together. So I think that a lot of people put labels on same-sex relationships, marriages.
But you know why people, and I want to say this to both of you so y'all don't get so angry when people say certain things. Right. When you're not educated, you have your own assumption. You understand what I'm saying? Because y'all can have your own assumption about certain things until somebody says to you, that's not the way it worked. It worked like this. And you're like, oh, well, I thought it was like that. So it ain't fair for somebody to get mad because of the way you thought. Because you now. No,
I'm not mad. I'm just passionate about it.
Right, you're passionate, but you're frustrated too. You get a little frustrated. You get a little because you and I didn't have conversations before.
Yeah, I just don't like being labeled a stud. I think that's
right. But again, like Jet asked you on in here, she said, would you consider, so you wouldn't consider yourself a stud? You said no. But had you not tell her that, she wouldn't have known, because the look is what meets the eye.
I get it.
It's what meets the eye. Now, if she called you a stud after that, you can then be pissed, because it's like, okay, now I didn't corrected your ass and you still want to do it. So I don't care what I look like. I didn't already told you what I'm like.
I get it.
So, and that's just what people in general, and that's what a lot of people fail to realize when you are dealing with this. Now, for you, are you the male? Are you the downer or the upper? Because what is the downer and the upper?
I'm versatile. I want it both. I want it all.
Okay, so, let me, because I don't think they seen.
I want it all.
Okay.
I wanted everything.
So when you had your relationship with male and male, what is your type? The more of the thug?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, even though
of course your type is a personality, but I'm saying what meets the eye.
I mean,
for you,
I don't like feminine dudes. It's a turn off to me. If that's feminine, I'm always mess with a woman.
Okay, so you kind of like her when it comes to that piece. Okay, so you don't want the type You don't want the kind of guy.
And you won't see me out there switching and
you don't want a guy
girl and all. I don't get into all that. I mean, I'm not knocking nobody that does that,
right.
but that's just
your way is your way.
My way is my way.
Right.
So when I was younger, if I wasn't molested, maybe I might have been with a woman because I still have my man mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I live like a man. I don't want to put no dress on. I don't want to dress up like no woman. I don't want none of that.
Okay. And so for you, if you see a dude but he's dressed like a woman, that's not an attraction to you.
No, I
and
mean,
he got
we
a
could
fat
be
ass.
friends.
Right, y'all could be cool and
But-
talk shit or whatever,
Right.
because y'all kind of in that same environment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And y'all rotating around probably the same type of people.
Right.
But your thing is, I want to be like you are. If you gay, just let me know you gay.
Right.
We're gonna kick it. We're gonna kick it.
But I don't like bisexual men.
You don't like bisexual.
'Cause I don't
men either.
think.
So
even
why
the
do you
gay-
go? But you have been to a man's house and they got a wife, and you.
I'm talking about like in a relationship type wise. It's the two different things.
Okay.
A one night stand and being in a relationship with the guy, and then he turned around and got a woman at home. I'm not going to be like that because that's not fair. Because if she don't know what's going on, that's not fair to her.
Right, but it ain't fair to her.
You know?
But it still is not fair to her if you're single,
Right.
and say if you're single and you meet a guy. Okay, and he says, well, you know, I'm down low, whatever. I have an attraction to you, da-da-da. I'm just struggling with coming out. Of, you know, basically who I am. So I desire a man. Like, I don't want a man all the time, but I want a man sometimes. And I really
Right.
have an attraction to you. And so you then go, you meet him at his house, the woman's at work, whatever have you, you still know. So she still don't know. Because whether it's one night or 100 nights,
Right.
it's still tapping into a situation of he's with somebody. Not because he's gay, but it's a woman and she still don't know what's going on. So it's kind of like
Right.
the same thing. Because what happens when you ain't never been caught up where you didn't meant for it to be as personal, but it ended up being personal because the attraction and the sexual piece was there. Have you ever been put in that situation?
Yeah, I have, but I had to fall back from the situation.
Okay.
You know? And it's kind of hard to explain it because it's like when you hooking up, it's like totally kind of different because you gotta think about it.
There's no feelings.
There's no feelings, and all you try to do is get your rocks off. I'm gonna be straight up. Try to get your rocks off,
You
and
want to
you're
fuck?
gone.
You're gone.
20, 30 minutes, you do what you gotta do, and you're gone. You see what I'm
That's all it
saying?
takes.
I mean.
Yeah,
See, that's what I'm saying. We get passionate about it.
Right.
Exactly. I
Right.
think that it's just a passion thing because, like you said, people don't know. People don't know, so they do want to know. And I think that it may come across as being frustrated, but I don't know. I can't speak for Rudy, but it's a passion thing. It's like, okay, this is how it is.
Let me stop y'all right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to see y'all later. Catch us on YouTube. Go to YouTube, type in Raw Wisdom, subscribe. You can catch us live. We're there. We're gonna be there for another 20-30 minutes talking about the same subject. I gotta log off of my Facebook.
And it's gonna be juicy, so you better get to it.
Yeah, 'cause
Get on over.
Get on over there. All 17, 18 of you, 16. Get on over there because that's where we're going. That's where we're gonna be at. We're still here. But thank y'all for tuning in. Share, please. Appreciate it. So. All right, so I'm sorry, you guys. Sorry, you too. But so for you that's the excitement piece. It is what it is. But you would not literally say, "I'm going to be in a relationship with you, knowing that you got a wife, and I'm okay with it because I want it." So you wouldn't do that
No,
piece.
because I want that check. I'm gonna keep it real.
You want what check?
That paycheck.
Oh, they give
I'm
me a
not-
check too.
Oh, they getting it for free.
Oh, what you giving up?
Just love it.
He ain't lying. He said it's raw.
Right.
It's raw.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it real.
And have you ever experienced that and like experience where, how was it for you before you got into a relationship as far as in the playground piece when it comes to women? Were you into one night stands or were you more
No.
into casual where if it's the interest then we might can hang out and kick it or whatever?
I mean, I feel like I've been single and have had relations, and then that's all it's been. I've even had, when I was younger, men, they already knew I was gay, and it's like an excitement thing for them.
For them, yeah, because they
let me
like
take you
this.
out. Let me
Yeah,
tell you,
that pussy tight.
Wait, yeah, that's how that's how I'm like. I'm walking down the street.
I bet
I'm
you don't
dribbling
want a woman
basketball-
again.
Look, dribbling a basketball in my shorts and my gym clothes, and then they would be like, "Let me take you out to dinner," or "Let me." And I'm like, okay. It's like it's like an excitement thing for them. I feel like, okay, I'm gonna be the first nigga. You know what I mean?
Well, what it is, they want to show you that you, because again, they're looking at what meets the eye.
Exactly.
So
That's
I'm
true.
gonna tell you something about men, and right now I'm trying to tap into how men think, and I'm pretty good at how men think.
Tap.
Okay, they're looking at like, yeah, I'm gonna teach this motherfucker a lesson. She thinks she can swing dick like I can. Let me see if she can take this dick.
Yeah.
You know, it's not right, but that's the shit. That's how men are. That's what they think. You know what I'm saying? Shit, hell,
Even
I'm like,
money offer money, and I'm like,
well, you're nice looking.
but still, like,
So,
I feel some type of way.
Have you ever had a woman come on to you because they thought that you was the stud type,
Yes.
and
I
then
mean-
when you tell them, listen, I ain't the stud type, this is how I am, they kind of be disappointed?
No, I haven't. They've never been disappointed. But this is the thing: is that now that how you say, straight people, they don't understand. Now I'm starting to. Now you're putting it in a perspective for me. Now I can see how my appearance can make someone think that I'm a stud.
Right.
But no, I haven't. To answer your question,
Okay.
I haven't.
All right.
But it's cool. This open discussion, it helps me and it helps.
Yeah, and the reason why I wanted this on the podcast, because it is a lot of people, and actually in our generation,
Yeah.
and our kids' generation, because same sex has been like gone to the next level.
Right.
To me, it used to be
A hush-hush thing.
It went from being a hush hush to being, okay, this is their community,
Right.
we're going to respect it, they're going to respect our community, to now it's more so like, shit, now I got
Yeah.
people are really like, I have options, and we have had this discussion before,
Right.
where for me, I think that when you like a man, or you're more if you had a choice, you would be with a man. If you had a choice, you would be with a woman. Why tap into your community and mix things up? Because that's how things get transferred, and that's how shit get messed up. And then my thing is, look what you're doing to the kids. The kids are being raised now to think that it's normal for woman and woman. It's normal for man and
So let me
man.
ask you why is it not normal?
Why is it not normal?
Yeah, because that's the
Right.
thing, and
Because in my generation, the way I was raised, I wasn't raised that it was normal. So
Right.
that's my mindset.
Mhm.
Now that looking at it in the way the world is rotating now, it's okay, it's becoming normal. But my thing is this: I'm a believer of, if the two were meant to be all like that, like talking about it, if everybody went like this, who in the hell gonna reproduce?
right, but
You
that's why
understand what I'm saying?
that's why we're all different, though.
Yes, but I'm not knocking what y'all do. I'm not knocking it.
Yeah,
Right.
I get it.
And like you said, you've been like this since you were 10.
Right.
You ended up like this because you felt like, I got molested, this is what happened, and this is the feeling that even though it felt wrong and I felt betrayed and it wasn't right, but I got accustomed to that sexual desire.
Right. And then it took me a lot of, I'm gonna keep it honest, like mental stage of
Exactly.
depression.
Yeah.
And it had me confused because I'm 12, 13 years old in high school. I'm messing with girls, like dating, talking to them on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
We're not having sex, but
Y'all getting to know each other.
getting to know each other. And then it turns around, then, it's like, oh, damn, he's fine. He's cute. I like his swag. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that. And then another topic I want to bring up too, Rachel, is
Raw.
Raw. I'm sorry.
It's
She said raw.
But people always assuming because a male messing with another male is AIDS. AIDS come from a woman as much of a man and a woman messing around too.
The sexually transmitted disease.
Right.
Yes, it does.
Right.
It does.
And I hate when people just
They
use
label
that
it.
label
And they-
as, they gay. So,
That HIV.
Okay, I'm not gonna say nobody's name. It was a situation where somebody was messing with somebody else. The girl found out. She put everything on Facebook, hollering, "Oh, you messing with him? I gotta go check it out. I got AIDS." You can't assume that.
Right.
She's angry.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, but again, she wants to blame
There's something.
somebody
Yep.
and something.
Exactly.
And because she looks at men and men as that's gay, that's fuckboy shit,
Right.
you must have got it from being in the gay community.
Exactly.
Now, what you got to think about though, when you go look at the statistics of gay and gay, it's a lot floating around in there. And
Right.
that's where that number come from, and that's where that theory come from. It comes
Right.
from them doing the statistics of same-sex men.
Right.
You don't really hear that lesbians transfer all these diseases.
Right.
You hear men do it. And that's even when a man is penetrating a woman in her ass. You're supposed to pull out, clean that,
Right.
and then insert it in the vagina. If you don't, it can transpire an infection.
Well, number one, you should always use protection, regardless.
Yes, you should, but you should. But how many people really do?
They don't care about their life.
No, they don't. But whether it's man or woman, you
Right.
understand what I'm saying? And I think what happens is when men are penetrating from the ass, okay, it's a lot going on. That's
Right.
feces back there. You understand
Right.
what I'm saying? I don't know how it ended up being later on down the line or whatever case.
Well,
may have you.
actually, most now men clean themselves out before they have sex with
Right.
another male, before they get penetrated. Because what man wants to stick his penis in somebody's ass that's dirty?
I would hope
We call that
clean-
painting. They call that painting. That's disgusting.
Right, but see, again, you're educating us
Right.
on it because we don't know.
Right.
It's that passion I'm talking about.
Right.
Yeah, so it's education.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Sure.
when I get up from this table, I now can say, listen here, that ain't right. That ain't what it was told to me. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? And I'm
Facts.
sure when y'all get up,
Yeah.
y'all can say, Raw has some points of why people think the way they think.
Right.
Like for you, you're saying, I don't want nobody to think that because men and men means you're gay. It's, for one, she's still trying to process that
Right.
shit.
I got cheated on by
And
a
then
man.
I got cheated on by a man, but that's
Yeah.
just like a man walking in the house and catching you and I in the bed. You understand?
Yeah.
My fiance walk in the house and I'm laid up in the bed with you. Then I say I ain't gonna do it again, but I'm laid up in the bed, and it's like I done lost my fucking girl to a woman.
But some
And that
men
goes
like
further.
that.
We
Some
talked
men
about
like
that.
that.
It goes into that threesome thing too.
Right.
What we were talking about when bringing a woman
Right,
or a man
when you-
into your.
Yeah, but that's that piece. But I'm saying before the person knows. Like if
Oh,
I'm secretly
okay.
saying,
Right.
if I'm
Right.
secretly saying, I'm with you, it's just me and you. Like I'm not cheating with you.
Right.
I'm cheating with the same sex.
Right.
And then I didn't cheat with the same sex. I didn't fail for this shit, and I no longer want you.
Right.
I want her. That does something to a person's ego. For a man to come and tell me I no longer desire you,
Right.
I want him. I'm like, I done lost this motherfucker to this nigga.
For sure.
You understand what I'm saying?
And
And this is apparently this is what's in the person. This is who they are.
And I'm gonna keep it real. A lot of men, I'm gonna keep 100. I have turned a lot of men from being straight into messing with men. They always say a lot of women nag them. They don't do what
They don't
a
understand.
gay man does. Like, if you like, say you feeling somebody, and you know what I'm saying, you gonna do something. You gonna do a lot for them.
Yes. Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And I'm
women
not
nag.
nagging. Like, see, okay, see,
You're
I'm
not gonna nag. You know why you're not nagging in the beginning? You know why you're not nagging the first 6 months? And if he's straight, you are his go-to person.
Right.
You are giving him his satisfaction that he always had deep down inside.
Right.
And so with you knowing that, you're his comfort place.
Right.
And right now you don't love him. You just like him. You lust him. But once he becomes your man, and this, I don't give a fuck if you're gay, if you hit it, I don't give a fuck who he is. When you start to love somebody and you start investing in that person, the shit that they start to do, you're going to fucking nag too. Period. That's just
Right.
like women. I done got raped, or I done this, I done done that, so I don't want to be with a man anymore because all men do is cheat and lie, and they don't help out. And women are more sincere, and women are more compassionate. They give more intimacy.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But when you get with that woman and y'all get to know each other, she would then start to lack some of that shit too. So it's not so much on being with a woman or being with a man, it's the person that you're dealing with. And this goes back to, this is why you keep your friendship inside your relationship. So when there's a problem, you got to go to your person and say, I want to talk to you, but as a friend. So they can shut their mouth and open up their ears. Because if you go and you're in that relationship mode or husband and wife mode, you both are being each other. I'm my own attorney, he is own attorney, so what we gonna do? So when he's speaking or I'm speaking, I don't want to hear that shit. I'm just waiting for an opportunity
Right.
to fucking get my point across to you. But when you go as a friend, when I come to you as a friend, what you do? When your friends come to you and say, I gotta talk, I got a problem with my such and such, this going on, what you do?
Give advice.
You listen first.
Listen and then give advice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But she come to you, y'all done had an argument, and you felt like some shit is going down, and you ain't with that shit, and she come to you and said, listen, I got a goddamn problem, and I want to talk about it. You're instantly saying, okay. But the whole time your goddamn tongue and inside your mouth rolling like, I got some shit for your ass because I've been wanting to talk too.
That's
now,
right.
if she come to you and say, babe, I need to talk to you as a friend. I need my friend right now. You're going to turn off that fiance piece, and you're going to turn on that friend piece because she asked you to turn that piece on. You understand what I'm saying? So it all goes back to your delivery and the initial conversation of, I need my friend right now. And I go through this in my relationship, you know, because he tells me, you know, you only listen just to respond.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? You don't listen to understand what I'm saying. You're listening just so you can respond.
I struggle from that too.
Huh?
That's something
You suffer from that?
I
Yeah.
do.
And so for me, I'm like, how the fuck can he say that? Like, I listen, like, my response is, this is what I'm feeling, this is how it happened. But then once I sat and I written it down and I went over our whole conversation or whatever, and I'm like, well, maybe I do that. So kind of let me step back and watch myself and understand. And again, raw wisdom has to talk to Rachel in a lot of situations, and it's hard as shit. But back to you, I don't think that it is a scapegoat and you are the go-to, but you got to understand why you're not nagging. You're not nagging because I really don't give a fuck about you right now. I mean, I care about you, but there's no investment there.
Right.
I care about you on the friend side.
Right.
So I'm going to comfort you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to penetrate you and we're going to get it in, and then it's going to comfort you and make you feel good enough to go home. Because if she nag you that much, why the fuck you still there?
Right.
Because how many men have you fucked with where she nag, but how long have they stayed?
Sometimes they just leave.
Well, that's because they've been wanting to go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then go back to what you were saying. You turned a lot of straight men into gay men.
Right.
That what you?
Well, that's what they say.
Bisexual.
That's what they say.
Gay. You turned them
Gay or bisexual?
You turned them gay or you turned them bisexual? Which
Well,
one?
most of the time they go back home.
So bi.
She turned them back.
Like most time, it mostly start when you being incarcerated. You know, so it's like you get a celly, especially in the rapper head. You get a celly. The guys come around every 30 minutes at nighttime. You get to them. You know what I'm saying? But most of them got women at home and they on the phone with their women.
So-
So when that lights go out in that cell, it's all you want to do.
Let me ask you something. What is it that a straight, supposed to be straight man wants from a gay man?
That was my question.
More.
That was my
What
next
is it that
question.
he want from you more? Is it the ass or is it his dick getting sucked?
His dick gets sucked.
So he wants.
Because a lot of guys say a male sucks dick better than a female will. Black females, especially black females, holler, I'm not sucking no man's dick. You want to please your man? Please. That's how you please him. If he's eating you out, why you can't please your man the same way?
Right.
Because once that person get that bomb head, they gonna keep thinking, oh, I want that again. I want that again.
But
You know-
I still, because women say a woman can't eat, and I had a bisexual woman tell me this. Another woman doesn't know another woman knows how to make another woman feel. My theory, and we had this discussion, and I said for me, that very well could be true, but to me, have you ever had a woman that ate your pussy and she ain't do it too right?
Yes.
And you had one that ate your pussy and did it just right?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Same thing with men. So my thing is, it's all about communication and telling the person how you want to be licked down there, how you want to be touched,
Pleasure,
and how you want to be pleased. Tell me, you know what I'm saying? So it's all about communication and educating somebody on something. And if they're not used to doing it, how can they get good at it if you're just shoving them like, you know, since you ain't good at it, you ain't even got to do it, I'm going over here and do it.
Right.
If you teach them, because none of us was good at fucking at first.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
think we knew how to twirl our ass? You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
The first time, the second. I know when I first got broke in, I didn't have sex probably for a couple years later because I'm just like, oh hell no, and why would I? You know what I mean?
Right.
It was just terrible to me. But now, shit, can't tell me nothing.
It hurt. See, even with me, the first time that it hurt. And I was like, and it wasn't, I don't think that the hurt turned me off. Does that make sense? Because after a while, it didn't hurt anymore.
But it's to me, and hopefully, I don't know, I'm not going to say hopefully, but would y'all two agree, because you're gay, you're a lesbian, I'm heterosexual, would y'all agree the sex is better if you have the chemistry?
Yes.
Yes.
It's not
10
really,
times.
It's more passionate.
Yeah.
It's more, you would be more into it.
Yeah.
To me, you're more into it.
Right.
It's more of love in it than actually just.
When you know the person just loves you,
it's just the
or
feeling.
likes you,
right? It's
let me ask
just
you a
like,
question,
especially
Rob.
when you're
I have
having
a question
sex.
for you. Okay, ready? You want to finish?
When you having sex with somebody and you're looking in their eyes and they loving your pleasure in them, and it's just like it just a sensation come over your body. You ever had that sensation? Like,
Yeah.
woo, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, that tingling sensation,
Yeah.
and it's just like,
that's my man,
right,
baby. You're my man.
And I ain't gonna lie, I mean, a couple, I didn't stalk, and you know what I'm saying, because they turned me on.
He's like,
They turned you.
They turned you
out.
to the point that it was
Stop.
so
You was
good.
talking Rudy.
I loved it.
Rudy said
he said he
I'm
was
stalking
talking.
him.
He was honest. He was real.
Real.
All right.
I loved it because it's just like when we had sex, it wasn't just sex. It was just like if I felt it was like love making.
Right. Y'all made love versus them fucking.
Right.
Okay.
Because it wasn't just boom boom hit it and then it was like, you know, with the foreplay.
Y'all had the intimacy.
And the
right.
cuddling
And then
all
it's, you know, doing penetration.
How do y'all cuddle though? How do y'all cuddle? How do two men? I can see two women cuddling. I can see that.
And what's your vision for that?
My vision for that is y'all laid up on each other and probably, you know, massaging and caressing and whatever. But two men, I mean, you have nothing. I mean, you got a little something, but I'm just saying.
Right. I mean, it ain't got to be about having titties or it's just about just holding. If you love somebody, it don't matter.
So y'all want to be held like you want your woman to hold you.
Right.
Oh.
And that's when the top and the bottom plays in. It's kind of hard when you're versatile. So when you're versatile, y'all both will be fighting who gonna cuddle who gonna be behind who. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like with a person being the top and the bottom, you know what I'm saying, the top's gonna be behind the bottom, holding them. You know what I'm saying? Their penis against their ass. You know what I'm saying? They're not having sex, but just the holding
and just that hard piece feeling on the back of the ass and just
just
caress them.
Yeah.
Right.
For because you asked me this question, so I want to ask you this question.
Okay.
If your man was like, bro, I really want to bring another female in.
Mm-hmm.
How you asked me for me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that he really, really wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Would you take one for the team per se, or would at that instant what would you do? Because you want to please him.
I do want to please him,
but you're already in this committed relationship, and you already. But he comes randomly and say, "Hey, can I talk to you as a friend? Mm-hmm. This is something I've always wanted to do, and I just want to do it once." At that point, what do you do?
For one, I will have to have an understanding. When you want another woman in the room, is the other woman in the room to please? You want to see two women, or you want another woman in the room because you just feel like you want two different women? You know what I'm saying? So I need to have that understanding. For one, for me, I can't imagine seeing him with another woman at this moment.
So you would just
where
say
I'm at.
no. You just
no,
say,
no, hold on.
Okay.
Where I'm at, I can't imagine seeing him with another woman. Period. Mm-hmm. So if it's if it's off of I want two women, okay, and no, okay, and if it's off of well, I just have this desire to film or watch this other woman please you. I want to see if she could eat your pussy or make you climax the way I do, or faster, or whatever the case may be. I have to break it down to him. I'm not into a woman. So I can tell you right now that she probably wouldn't, because my mindset is not there for her I look at her like she can't. I don't care fuck how beautiful she is. You understand what I'm saying? I don't. So would she get me wet? I'm sure if she do some little trick, but it's hard for me to climax anyway. But I don't like, because it's not. I don't have that desire, that interest. That is my piece. It's not that I want to be mean or harsh towards you. I don't have that interest, sweetheart. And then another thing, I will break it down to him. Be careful what you ask for. Because what happens if you wanted it this one time and she does something to me that I never had done before, and then I want to keep on doing it? Are you prepared to open that Pandora box up? And then if he says, well, yeah, I mean, as long as I can be available near time, do you really think once you okay, she going to have your ass around every time? Like, realistically speaking, and because women are emotional, and that's what y'all men need to understand. Women are very emotional, and especially if they haven't experienced it and it happens to be something that they really enjoy, she gonna play it off like you played off. Because for real, I don't ever fucking believe that a man wants two women just to please him. I think it comes to pleasing him because he wants her to either suck his dick or he wants to fuck her while she's eating you out. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? So it ain't all about you, them two women and your girl. It ain't all about them two. And you just recording. It ain't, to me, it ain't no way that it's all about that. Nah, nigga. I think that you kind of want to ease it in a way. And I'm sure it probably would turn around where everybody's having fun. But then the way I think, it's like, okay, who do you pick? And then I ask her, okay, I mean, can she look like a nigga? Because I'm in the men. Because I'm in the men, I want a stud type.
Let me ask you this question.
So are you cool with that? I can guarantee you.
Say no.
Oh, so
right.
At that moment, it's not about me, nigga. It's about you.
Let me ask you this question, Rachel.
Sure.
I mean, I'm sorry. Say you met, you thought it was a dude. He got the sex change. She had the sex change. Everything looked like a dude. You never noticed.
Like Reno.
You never noticed that it was a female at all.
You was hitting it.
Y'all been together for 3 years, and then she finally come out and told you that she was a female at first. How would you react if you was in love with this person for 3 years?
Good question.
She proposed. He at first. He proposed to you, and you said yes, but he said,
I feel like
on the situation. I'm telling you, I was a woman before.
I feel like this. It's no way that you would not know. To me. That? Because if I was a woman and I go and have a sex change, my balls and shit is not going to be, especially if I've been with a man all my life. You understand what I'm saying? Right. And I'm down there giving your ass head and I'm jiggling your balls or sucking on. It's not going to be identical. That's just like if you go and get a fucking vagina.
Right.
Okay. When you open up a vagina, you can then insert your fingers inside that vagina. You can feel all of that. You then have the man in the boat, all of that. They can tuck your shit and cut it off and fold it and make it look like a vagina, but you gonna be able to tell the fucking difference. So all that shit, I didn't know. It ain't no fucking way. Right. It's no. You can go even if you feel my breasts. It might look like I've had implants. You know, looks can be the same. But once I take off my bra and you start feeling all over my breasts, and then you start feeling all over a woman's breasts that have had implants, you're gonna know the fucking difference.
Well, what if they could have said, "Well, I had big titties and I just got them, took them down."
I mean, I'm just.
You know what I'm saying? Because some people, you know.
So, but what would you do at 3 years of
right?
What would I do? It's nothing that I can do because I'm in love with the person. Now, yes, this is betrayal. But when I go to look at the good and the bad, and this is the bad of it, it's like, goddamn, you've been giving me my dick. I mean, hell, what the fuck can I do? Okay, what can I do? You understand what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. To be honest, I don't know until I get in that situation. That's just like I can say, if I catch my man cheating, I'm leaving his fucking ass alone. Fuck that. I ain't fuck you, nigga. You ain't shit. Da 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 da. We say that shit until we're in the situation. It's quicker for us to tell a female our friends what not to deal with, what to deal with, until we go through the situation.
Right.
Exactly.
You know, so I really can't speak on that piece per se because hopefully I can go through it.
Right.
But I'm very observant. I pay attention to everything. Right. Because fake pussy, fake dick, you're gonna grow pubic hairs.
And I mean, I didn't see.
And you're gonna
I
be
didn't
on
see.
your
I didn't
balls.
see.
You
I didn't see.
understand? I mean, but because I mean, if they'll get the pubic hairs up
But
here.
raw, there's medications.
There is, but they probably get the hair up here, but you
I mean,
cannot
it's
tell
some
me
women
they're
that
gonna
tricked
fucking
me, and I
get.
thought they was a dude, and
You're
I'm
not
like,
gonna get hair on them balls.
wow.
Them new set of balls, you ain't get no hair on that.
But listen, I
You get no hair on that.
Listen, I done seen. I thought it was a dude. I'm like, yo, damn, he's sexy as fuck. And turn around, it was a female that just changed her whole body.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
There's females that walk around with straps. I'm like,
They do, and it's
what?
it's crazy.
It's crazy. I'm not.
But again,
I'm not judging.
Right,
Right,
and-
it's his
but
own.
again,
It's his own.
it's the mindset.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, because we're going to be closing out.
All right.
Okay. As a lesbian,
Mhm.
and it took a minute for you to come out.
Yes.
And you came out before. Did you come out as an adult or you came out as a kid?
Kid.
Okay. So before you came out, what advice would you give someone today
Mhm.
if they were hiding their sexual identity because of what family and friends or whoever might think of them? What would you tell them?
I think I would tell them to find someone to confide in first. And when you, even if you tell it to one person that you trust, that's a start. That, you know, because like Rudy was saying, once you tell someone how he told me, once you tell somebody, it doesn't change everything, but you do feel better. So my advice would be find somebody that you trust, find somebody that you could talk to about anything that happens, anything that you feel, and confide in that person. That would be my advice. And then eventually, you know, you don't have to, you know, yell it to the world, but eventually you do have to tell the people that, you know, that you care about and that care about you. Because once you hide all that stuff, it turns into anger, it turns into, you know, suicide and all that stuff. So it is
You
important.
isolate yourself.
Yeah, so it is important to get it out to somebody. So that would be my advice.
Okay. And what would be your advice? Because I think it's harder. Do you think it's harder for the men?
For sure. I think that men
It
have
is
it 10
harder.
times harder.
Because we're looked at more. We're more judged than
A what,
a
lesbian?
lesbian.
Because y'all judge by women and men.
Right.
Lesbians are judged per se more only by family and friends.
Right.
But you're not. Lesbians
I
really
think
not
that- I think-
judged by the community. To me, men are judged by
but
community.
let me tell you why. Because I think most of the cases are. I'm not saying it doesn't happen with a woman and a woman, but I think majority of it happens with a woman and a man being together, and then a man coming in, or their man being with another man. I feel like that happens more frequent than, you know, a woman and a woman, and then, you know, a woman leaving a man for a woman. I think it happens more with men and men, and I think that's why.
I don't
like
like
how
that.
you know,
I think it's more.
I think that
a woman leaving a man
because
for
there's-
another woman.
there's
Yeah,
to me
it
there's,
is.
To me, there's more down
think so,
low.
too.
I feel like there's more down low men.
Oh, it
You
is.
see what I'm saying? So
That's-
therefore,
it
is.
so therefore, like Rachel was saying, how women catch emotion, men do too.
Right.
So therefore, I feel like when it is found, when, you know, the girl's going through the phone or whatever the case, and then she finds out that her boyfriend or her husband is with another man, I feel like that happens to me. That's just my opinion. Everybody's different. I feel like that happens more than two women being together. That's just me. And
I
I
would
think
say
that
this-
some women, like Rachel was saying, some women only do it because they say, I'm tired of a man. I'm tired of this. I think the majority of the women, that's why they do it. That's why they experience with other women.
Now,
Not
I'll
to
say
be in
this real
relationships.
quick. For
What
a lot
would
of
be
for
your
a lot
advice?
of the women out here, it's men. I'm gonna tell you how sneaky men are. What,
First, tell me, because we're gonna wrap it up. I want you to tell me what advice would you give a down low brother that wants to come out, but he just. What advice would you give him? What encouragement would you give him for him to step in who he is?
somebody that he knows that is that way, and go talk to them.
Okay.
That's the best step.
Okay.
You know, you can't really hold of what that person is saying, what that person say, because that person don't live your life.
Mm-hmm.
Cause whatever way you choose to hide it or come out with it, you have to live with that, not nobody else.
Right. Okay. Did you want to say something?
Right.
You was gonna say something? Then I'm gonna close.
There's
out.
a lot of men, you know, I didn't been in dudes' phones and it'd be like, oh, cousin, this and that. A lot of women they're dumb with it. They don't know. You know, like you go to your man phone, oh, that's my cousin Jay. And the whole time that's a nigga that he fucking. You feel what I'm saying? And then a lot of eye contact. If you watch your man and out another nigga, that nigga gay. This and that. Why you want to know this nigga gay or not? what reason why would you want to know if you straight? To me, it doesn't make sense. Because the first question, is this that nigga gay? Why? I'm not thinking.
Why are you so uncomfortable around a gay man if you ain't gay? Anyway.
Right. Because I have a lot of straight friends. I dare not nothing to me that I want to mess with. It just cool. We homies. I can chill with you or whatever. I don't want you like that.
I think that's the fear. When it comes to men.
Yes, I agree.
I think that's the fear.
I think that's true. I was gonna say that in closing.
Yeah.
Like just because a girl is gay or a guy is gay, that doesn't mean that and you're straight. That doesn't mean that they automatically want you.
Right.
So I just want to say that in closing.
Right.
And so for my advice,
because half of y'all's ugly.
My advice would be to men and women out there: if you are secretly lesbian, bisexual, gay, my advice is you can only live for you. Okay? Right. Think about it. They don't know. People don't know your sexuality right now. They still talk about you. They still judge you. Mm-hmm. They still downgrade you. They uplift you. When somebody loves you and respects you, they're going to continue to love you and respect you for you. Okay? What people don't respect is a lie and bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? So, again, how can you expect for somebody to be so real and so truthful with you when you are hiding who you are? Right. How can you want somebody to accept who you really are when you don't even accept who you really are? Right. It doesn't work like that. Accept who you are, walk your walk, and it's okay. If you lose some people along the way, then you lose some people along the way, but I can almost guarantee you they wasn't supposed to be there anyway, and you're going to gain some people on the other end, and it's okay. But live your life and do what's best for you. I don't care who it is. It could be your mother, it could be your father, it could be your pet. It doesn't matter. Live for you. If this is who you are, do not allow your sexuality to take you into a mental breakdown because of what somebody else was going to say or think about you. And you got to remember, how can somebody else love you and embrace you for who you are when you don't even know who you are? And you're not truthful with yourself. That is my closing. I love you guys. Thanks for following. Thank you for coming in.
Comment, subscribe. Raw.
Yes. Thank y'all for coming in. Also, YouTube. Share.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend. Be a friend. Facebook. You can follow me on Facebook. Can We Talk? Raw Wisdom. Rachel Webster. Instagram. Can We Talk? Rachel Webster. Thank you all again for coming. And I'm actually going to be tapping in probably in about 30 days to where as though you all can actually start to call in.
Nice.
And Connected Magazine. Don't forget, September the 29th, they are having a release party out Richmond, Midlothian area. It is on my page. It's on my page. When you go to CWT, that is the main post that's up there for you all to see. If you need any questions about that party that night, it's going to be epic. It's going to be epic.
You will be in the magazine.
It's going to be. I'm not going to tell them that yet. Oh. It's going to be epic. So definitely, you definitely want to come.
Yep.
And hang out and support. And it's definitely the ones of you out there that got talent. It's going to be a red carpet affair. You hear me? And if you got talent and you believe in yourself, it's time for you to start investing in yourself. Pay that fee. Get on that stage. You never know who's watching who. Because I never knew that they was watching me. And I'm going to tell you something in a couple weeks that happened to me. My blessing on where I'm going and where I'm about to be. Okay? So stay tuned and continue to follow me. I love y'all. Be
Positive
easy.
vibes only.
Yes. Peace.
That was fun.